Hi guys, and welcome back to the Northern Glover YouTube channel, where today we're going to be looking at 7 former Yeovil Town players that have played in the Premier League. Now if you do like this video, then please drop it a like and hit that subscribe button as well if you like what you see around here. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it.
Yeovil till I die! I'm Yeovil till I die! I know I am, I'm sure I am, I'm Yeovil till I die!
Number 1. Dan Burn. Dan Burn was signed on loan from Fulham for the 2012-2013 season, originally on a 1-month deal. However, later on in the season, that got extended until the end of the season. He made 41 appearances and scored 3 goals for the Glovers in that season, including a vital goal in the League One playoff final against Brentford. Following his loan move at Yeovil, he then went back out on loan to Birmingham City for the 13-14 season, but then in January 2014 he was then recalled by Fulham, and then he made his Premier League debut against Arsenal in a 2-0 defeat. He was then released by Fulham, and then he got picked up by Wigan for free in 2016. A few years later in August he was signed by Brighton, but then loaned back to Wigan for a full season for the 2018-2019 season. His league debut for Brighton came against Watford, where they won 3-0, and now he's a regular starter for Brighton in the Premier League and has currently made 69 appearances and scored 1 goal, and that was against the current champions Manchester City on the final day of the 2020-2021 Premier League season. Number 2. Wayne Hennessey. By the time Yeovil signed Wayne Hennessey on loan, he had already made 71 Premier League appearances for Wolverhampton Wanderers. On the 12th of August 2013, he had agreed to sign for Yeovil on loan. However, he suffered a hamstring injury on international duty for Wales, and that deal was then called off. However, 9 days later, he eventually signed for the Glovers after then the other loanee goalkeeper Sam Johnson, who by the way has just been called up to the England's Euro 2020 squad, picked up a slight injury and he had to go back to Manchester United after only appearing for 1 game. He made 13 appearances for Yeovil Town in the Championship before returning to Wolverhampton Wanderers, where he became unsettled at the club and then refused to play against Gillingham in a league game. And in January 2014 he moved to Crystal Palace in the Premier League, and that's where he remains today as third choice goalkeeper. However, you might be seeing Wayne Hennessey in the Wales squad for Euro 2020, as he is one of the 26 that got selected for the Wales squad. So all I can say is good luck, Wayne Hennessey. Number 3. Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling was part of the Arsenal Academy, who signed for Yeovil in March 2010 on an initial loan deal till the end of the season. He made his league debut against Southend, which ended in a 0-0 draw. The following summer he got released by Arsenal and joined Yeovil for free, where he would make over 160 appearances for the Glovers. He became a key part of the Yeovil Town back line and was a vital member of that 2012-2013 playoff winning side. After the 2013-2014 season, Luke left Yeovil and joined rivals Bristol City, where he spent 2 seasons at the club. Following a 2-year spell at Bristol City, Luke Ayling then signed for Leeds United in August 2016 for a fee of £200,000. Leeds spent a further 4 seasons in the Championship while Luke was there, before eventually getting promoted to the Premier League, where Luke Ayling made his Premier League debut against reigning champions Liverpool in September 2020. He became Mr. Consistent in the 2020-2021 season after he started every single league game for Leeds United, a vital player for the Yorkshire-based club. Number 4. Leon Best. Leon Best only played 15 games for Yeovil Town in a short loan spell from Southampton between November 2006 and February 2007. He scored 10 goals for the Glovers before returning to Southampton for the end of the 06-07 season. He would then join Coventry City for 3 seasons before eventually getting to the big time in the Premier League with Newcastle United. He made his Premier League debut against Wigan. He scored 10 goals in the Premier League for Newcastle United. However, in July 2012 he signed for Blackburn Rovers, then in the Championship, and unfortunately he never made it back to the Premier League. Since then he's played for Sheffield Wednesday, Derby County, Brighton, Rotherham and Ipswich before ending his career at Charlton Athletic in 2018. And one thing I'll never forget was that amazing free kick against Carlisle United in 2007 when we beat them 4-1, scored 2 goals that day. I was there, I'll never ever forget that goal. Number 5. Ryan Mason. Ryan Mason signed for Yeovil from Spurs on loan during the 2009-2010 season, and he made quite the impact, scoring an amazing free kick only on his second appearance against Colchester, albeit a 2-1 defeat. Then the following week, his third appearance, scored a long-range effort against Exeter, which was a brilliant goal, and that game was a 1-1 draw. During the season, he did agree a deal to stay with Yeovil Town till the end of the 2009-2010 season. However, in March, he was then recalled by Spurs. He made 29 appearances and scored 6 goals for Yeovil Town. He would then go on to make some more loan appearances for the likes of Doncaster Rovers, Millwall, Swindon, and French side Lorient. However, he failed to make a single appearance for the French team. He eventually made his Premier League debut for Tottenham against Arsenal in September 2014. Not only has Ryan played in the Premier League, but he's also made an England cap in 2015 against Italy in a friendly. Signed for Hull in 2016, however, he would have to retire from football following a horrific injury to his skull in a game against Chelsea in 2017. Ryan tried to get back into professional football, however, he forced himself to retire as it was too much of a risk to come back, as it may involve further damage. Following his retirement, he joined the Spurs coaching staff and took temporary charge of the Tottenham first team for their final 7 league games following Jose Mourinho's departure for the 2020-2021 season. And at the age of 29, he became the youngest ever manager in the Premier League era. So Ryan does have a big future in management. Will it be with Tottenham? I think it is a bit too early, if you ask me. Number 6, Asmir Begovic. Begovic signed for Yeovil in March 2008 for a 1-month loan deal. However, after 2 games, he would be recalled to Portsmouth. However, the following season he would rejoin Yeovil, but this time it would be on a 3-month loan deal before returning to Portsmouth, where he made a total of 16 appearances during his 2 loan spells with the Glovers. In May 2009, he made his Premier League debut for Portsmouth against Sunderland, where they beat them 3-1, which just completely made my day. He then signed for Stoke City in 2010 and became a key figure in the squad under Tony Pulis. In November 2013, he became the 5th goalkeeper to score a Premier League goal, scoring from his own box against Southampton, which was 97 yards out, and set a world record at the time for the longest distance a goal had been scored. I think it was in the 2015 Guinness Book of Records, which was just an incredible achievement. He left Stoke in 2015 and signed for current champions Chelsea, where he made 33 appearances for the Blues. He's now in the Championship with Bournemouth at the age of 33. Number 7, Andros Townsend. Townsend only had a short stint at Yeovil Town, signing from Tottenham on a loan deal. He made 10 appearances and scored 1 goal, making his league debut against MK Dons in 2009. He would return to Spurs at the end of the season, however he would make a further 8 loan appearances at other clubs. The clubs were Leyton Orient, MK Dons, Ipswich, Watford, Millwall, Leeds, Birmingham and Queen's Park Rangers. But before his loan move to QPR, Andros Townsend made his Premier League debut for Spurs as a late sub in the 3-1 win against Reading. The following season he would become a regular starter for Tottenham Hotspur, but in 2016 he left the club after being left out of favour for the first team football and joined Newcastle United. He only spent the second half of the 2015-2016 season with the Magpies before leaving in the summer to join Crystal Palace. He spent 5 seasons with the Eagles but looks set to leave after his contract expired at the end of the current season. And that time of recording, it's unknown whether he's going to sign another contract with Crystal Palace or move to another team. So there you have it then, 7 former Yeovil Town players that have played in the Premier League. There was a few more I could have added in, so I'd imagine that there will be a couple of players I might have missed off, maybe some more important players that I might have kicked off or might have just completely missed. For example, Sam Johnson as well. He made 1 appearance when we were in the Championship during that goalkeeping crisis in 2013. I was going to mention him because of the England call-up, but then I was like, well, he only made 1 appearance, so there's no point. So I thought I would add in a couple more as well. There was a couple of others as well that I could have included. So if I did miss any, then please let me know in the comments section below. But if you do like this type of video, But if you do like this type of video, then please drop me any suggestions you want to see in the comment section below. It doesn't have to be Yeovil Town based, it could be absolutely anything. It could be former Man United players, it could be former Southend players, it could be former Brentford players. I don't know, absolutely anything you want, let me know in the comment section below. If it is Yeovil Town themed, that would be brilliant. If not, I would happily do another team. But guys, like I said at the start of the video, please subscribe if you did enjoy this video, if you do enjoy the content, and of course hit that like button as well, much appreciated. Watch what it's doing, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.